In today's video, we're gonna check out top 3 best Sony lenses. Starting at number 3. Sony FE 28mm f2. Along with the aforementioned 35mm, the Sony 28mm f2 was the second of 3 lenses I bought when I switched from Nikon to Sony this year. The Sony 28mm f2 is also popular on Sony E-mount bodies, providing a 42mm field of view. Due to its small size, it feels great when attached to Sony crop sensor bodies and makes a fun walk-around lens. I find that many Sony full-frame camera owners also own crop sensor compact cameras too. By investing in lightweight Sony FE lenses such as this 28mm, it's easy to use the same lens on the smaller crop sensor body and take advantage of the image quality inherent in FE glass. One unique advantage of the 28mm f2 is that Sony also produces 2 handy converters that can change the focal length of the lens, this one that makes it 21mm, and another one that makes it a 16mm fisheye. Whilst this is a cost-effective way to create 3 focal lengths, it should also be noted that using converters in this way diminishes the amount of light that can enter the lens. These converters change the f2 to f2.8 and f3.5 respectively, although in good light or when using a tripod, this won't be an issue. 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 Check out the description for more information and latest price. Coming at number 2. Sony FE 35mm f1.4 Zeiss. Still on the classic 35mm focal length, the Sony 35mm f1.4 is my recommendation for Sony full-frame shooters. Let's get the elephant in the room out of the way first. The 35mm f1.4 is an expensive lens. Although cheaper than the Canon Nikon equivalents by about $300, I imagine that the majority of its owners are either professionals or amateurs who place a great value on stellar imaging performance. The fast 35mm prime lens is a staple of the wedding photography industry. I've owned numerous iterations of a 35mm lens over my years shooting DSLRs, and so the 35mm f1.4 was a simple choice as the first lens to buy with my A7R3 on a full-frame camera. 35mm is incredibly versatile. Wedding photographer or not, 35mm allows you to fit enough in the frame to tell the story, whilst at the same time being equally suited to shoot a solo portrait, group shot, landscape image, or anything else for that matter. And number 1 of this list. Sony SEL35 f18 35mm f1.8. Still on the topic of small, lightweight lenses that pair perfectly with Sony mirrorless cameras, the Sony 35mm f1.8 deserves pride of place in this list. If you own a full-frame Sony body, feel free to skip ahead to the next recommended lens, since the 35mm f1.8 is only for APS-C sensor shooters. Although technically it'd fit on a full-frame body, you'd experience nasty vignetting unless you crop the image in camera. On a crop sensor Sony mirrorless camera, this lens will give roughly a 50mm field of view, which is ideal for a whole range of subjects. 50mm is a popular focal length since it gives an undistorted view of the world and can be flattering for portraits, without making the subject feel detached like a longer lens might. Although the Sony APS-C sensor does a good job in sucking in as much light as possible, due to the limitations of the smaller sensor size, images captured in low light at higher ISOs can become rather noisy. That's why having a fast lens with a large aperture like the 35mm f1.8 is such a big help. All of these items are available on Amazon. I have included all the links in the description. You can check out these links for more information and latest price. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like button below, share with your friends, and be sure to subscribe.